Alright gamers, what is going on? Insanity coming at you today with the official Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay reveal running on next generation hardware. They didn't necessarily say what this is running on, rather if it's PC or the PS4, the Xbox One, and it was a little upsetting. I mean, I'm sure we're probably going to see a little bit more tomorrow, either at the Sony conference or at the Microsoft conference. It's more than likely going to be at Microsoft, only because the big Battlefield 4 multiplayer reveal is supposed to happen at the Sony conference tomorrow night, so we'll have to wait and see. Pretty much what the entire all-access Call of Duty Ghosts reveal was about was they wanted to make sure that you were able to see a little bit of the campaign and get a little bit of a backstory on some of the characters. And I have to say, two brothers, two different armed forces, basically just having to come together to create this ghost team of whatever's left of this military that we still have. I mean, that's the one thing that they didn't really expand on, which is what they missed out on. They really should have explained why this world is so screwed up and destroyed and bombed to hell. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's still unanswered about this game, and I know that the game's not out for another 5 months and there's plenty of time to explain things, but being E3, the one thing everyone wants to know is the backstory. And without any actual evidence of what is going on in the actual world you're playing in, it almost feels like you have no purpose. You're just running around shooting things, like Ninja Gaiden 3, for instance, where you're going from section to section with absolutely no purpose at all. Now, to get back on track, the way you're going to be able to take control of your dog, Riley, they wanted to make it very clear that you knew the dog's name. It is definitely Riley. Is it a boy or a girl? They didn't go that far. But pretty much the way it's going to work is you're going to be able to pull out this little tablet or data pad, whatever it is that you have, and the dog's got a camera mounted right on his vest, and what you're going to see on the tablet is that camera. From that point on, you're going to be able to take control of the dog, and you're going to listen to AI commands, as in like go forward, go left, and you're just going to walk around, and you're going to be able to distract enemies by barking. You're going to be able to attack enemies, and it's going to be able to be a whole new experience being able to use Riley to your advantage for your squad to stay alive. One of the cool things is you're actually able to use the dog for scouting, and that's one of the big things that they really needed to do with the dog in this game, and not just have it be a point-and-click system similar to where you would be controlling a squad in Ghost Recon, because that's pointless. I mean, it's not like you want to click on the dog and then click on an enemy and say, hey, go attack this enemy. That's not the way you're supposed to use this dog. It doesn't immerse you in the game world that you're in. So I'm really glad that they allow you to take full control of Riley for the entire gameplay session that it's necessary. They haven't said how limited it is. Is it only in certain sections, or are you going to be allowed to do it whenever you want? But that's probably going to come up in, later discussions and other gameplay reveals in the future. The main thing that's going to be quite interesting with this entire demo that you're seeing here is how you get to use Riley the way you're instructed to use him. I want to see what happens when you do it differently. What if you decide to go against the commands? Is it going to be similar to other Call of Duties where the enemies just freak out and there's going to be wave after waves of enemy coming at you? And why are all these enemies in suits? Are they scanning for radiation? I mean, what is going on? I mean, obviously the world's been bombed, so there's radiation everywhere, but is it more than that? I mean, why is it that the ghosts aren't protected right now? Is there something else in the environment that's totally, making the world unlivable? I mean, what is going on? One of the nice and cool things that really hasn't been showcased in many other games before is the type of relationship you're going to have with Riley, and how he's going to be able to help you in an emotional way to get you through many different parts and aspects of the story, which is going to be a totally big time tearjerker if this dog was to die. I mean, there's not many, war games or Call of Duty games that make anyone want to cry, and this one, it may happen if this dog has to die. I mean, it's going to be a big deal if they wind up having, the dog die, and a lot of people are going to be pissed about it. But in that entire session there, you got to see where the dog was able to infiltrate the base, take people out silently, move in, so that your entire squad can try and reach this building undetected and stay out of harm's way. This is one of those big situations that I was talking about earlier where the dog is going to be your C4 in this game. It's not going to be putting a C4 on the door and breaching clear. It's going to be send the dog in, freak everybody out, get them to go through the door, and that's that. They're going to come to you this time. You're pretty much just waiting for everyone to bust through the door so that you're able to take them out one by one. Pretty much, guys, that's really the entire demo. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think of Call of Duty Ghost.